we come together to recognize a group of co-creators who have done extraordinary things that have made Lincoln the city it is today. They did what they did because of their love of community. Let them serve as an inspiration for us all. Jeremy Buckley loves music. He felt there was a need to expand and energize Lincoln's music scene. So Jeremy started Lincoln Calling. In the fall of 2013, this 5-day music festival, held in 10 venues all over downtown, featured over 100 bands and brought in thousands of people. Beatty Brash has always been concerned about those less fortunate. She put that into action and established the Center for People in Need. People not only get the immediate help they need, but also learn life skills that help move them out of poverty. Brent Tolson had a vision of a place where all children could come together to play. He moved that vision into reality and worked tirelessly to create Antelope Park Playground, the largest completely accessible playground in a 5-state area. David Martin knows that every person has a story to tell and that individual stories are powerful and bring people together. So he created True Stories Live. The format and venue allow for the storytellers and audience members to connect with laughter, tears, and a deeper understanding of one another. Chris Maley heard the story of Emmett Till and recognized it was a story that needed to be told over and over. Maley wanted his students to know who Emmett Till was, what happened to him, to understand his life had not been lived in vain, and to be able to retell the story. He wrote and directed the play, This Unsafe Star, which has now been produced in cities across the country. Matt Wagner will tell you he has learned from his failures. They are what taught him to succeed and why he believes we should all feel deep responsibility to make each other successful in Lincoln. Out of those learnings, he created Turbine Flats, an ideas community. Pete Allman visited Covenant House in New York City in the late 1980s and returned home inspired and moved by what he had seen. In 1990, Pete, his wife Maureen, and good friend Jim Perry created Lighthouse. Lincoln benefits as Lighthouse guides teens to success by giving them a safe place to learn and grow. Dr. Rob Rhodes returned from a mission trip to Mexico and asked the question, if we can do this in Mexico, why can't we provide health care with hospitality, dignity, and grace in our own backyard? 1 year later, he and others opened the first Clinic with a Heart Clinic Night. Brendan Evans has passion for Lincoln and the people who live here. He is a community cheerleader of the first order. He has turned that passion and enthusiasm into creating events, from Party in the Parks to State of Lincoln to a myriad of other activities. Brendan brings people together to celebrate ourselves, our families, and our community. First Plymouth Church and Pastor Karen Clark recognized the deep spiritual connection between people and their animals and created the Animal Ministry to provide resources, support, and pastoral care to people and their animal companions, including the annual Blessing of the Animals. The Community Health Endowment's mission is making Lincoln, Nebraska the healthiest community in the nation. Going about accomplishing that mission in traditional and non-traditional ways, CHE has created programs that bring people together, encourage people with underrepresented voices to become involved in their community, and to celebrate wellness. Kay and Dick Reinmiller's daughter grew up in a time where there were no organized sports for girls. They developed the Doris Bear Softball Complex, where thousands of young girls have had the opportunity to enhance their athletic skills and experience the joy of team sports. Ann Burkholder saw a need for a place where artists from many disciplines could come together, share space, increase synergy, and display their work. Today, the Burkholder Project is recognized as the best of its kind and as an innovator in the arts. Brad Bryan found his calling working with families in need in the Malone neighborhood. In order to more effectively serve them, he moved his own family out of their Southeast Lincoln neighborhood and into the Malone area, founding City Impact in the process. Jody Wilbur remembered what it was like to be homeless and the kindness of others who helped her through. She remembered with such gratitude that she now knits gloves, scarves, hats, and blankets for the homeless and has recruited others to assist in the cause. Randy Bretz believed an idea shared could become a catalyst for other ideas, like skipping a stone in the waters. He took that thought, applied for a TEDx license, and has been making sure others share their ideas ever since, watching them ripple across the community to make a difference. Mike Smith recognized the value in himself and in each of our young people, motivating them to make their lives extraordinary by becoming involved. He founded the Bay and Skate for Change in order to work with young people from all walks of life, encouraging them to pursue their passions and live out their dreams. Martha Florence has a love of bringing people together for events. Combine that with a passion for jazz, and you get Jazz in June, an enduring summer tradition in the community. To quote Martha, "Where else can jazz lovers experience a front row seat to an international array of world-class performers free of charge under a summer prairie sky?" Will and Robert Scott love Lincoln and want to make it a place everyone loves. It is their desire to cultivate dynamic change and positive opportunities for the greater good. To that end, they create fun, energetic spaces where families come together, neighbors meet, and the community gathers. Their largest project, the Rail Yard and Canopy Street, have changed the face of Lincoln. Elaine Hammer loved biking and developed a vision for an interconnected trails system in Lincoln. Through tireless fundraising and taking out a mortgage on her own home, she turned that vision into the Great Plains Trails Network, which today has had a hand in developing virtually every trail system in Lincoln. Jay and Tanya Wilkinson place a premium on culture in the workplace. From Fire Spring's inception, they had a vision to create culture by design. That has resulted in Fire Spring being recognized locally and nationally as one of the best places to work. Their new corporate headquarters offers employees a massage center, a game room, and a conference center that they offer to nonprofits when not in use. Steve Keen believed that nerds could change the world and make amazing things happen. So when the opportunity arose, he created a venture capital fund founded on that very idea. Nebraska Global invests in viable long-term software companies and seeks to build an influential technology environment in Nebraska. 2015, a group of CEOs committed to Lincoln, generous to the community, who understood we were at a crossroads. They put their private dollars together, came up with a plan, shared the vision with the community, built positive relationships, mobilized resources, moved the plan to action, and gave us the spark we needed to move forward. And we love what was and is being accomplished. On behalf of all of us who call Lincoln home, please join us in thanking this remarkable group of individuals.